on a train. I only took it because
okay, the sprint is done. How did it go for everybody?
Hello people of the YouTube world and all who are watching this. I am Mackenzie and I don't okay. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a readathon. I am a part of a book club. It is Katie's book club. We all know Katie here at this point because I probably mention her in every single video. Katie is doing her quarterly readathon with her Patreons, and I'm a member of that Patreon. So we got some books. We're gonna be reading a lot today. I'm very excited. I haven't really been reading this month at all, so I am excited to get back into reading for Vampathon coming up next week, and then of course this today. So I want to talk reading plans just kind of really quick because they're kind of all over the place. I have like a huge TBR laying over here, but I'm only going to talk about the books that I'm reading right now because as we all know, I can never stick to a TBR. So first I wanted to talk about the book that I've already finished in this reading-thon? What? In this readathon, and that is Garlic and the Vampire. This is a little graphic novel. You guys seen me pick it up, and honestly I loved it. I want to give it 5 stars because it was so cute and I adored it. We're here for books with anxiety rep. I really loved it. I highly recommend reading graphic novels in the fall. I don't know what it is honestly about reading them in the fall. It's just fun. And I think it's one of the best times if you're wanting to try a graphic novel. There are so many good fall graphic novels, The Garlic and the Vampire being one of them. Let me grab the other book. This book I quite literally just started, and that is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. This is Katie's book club pick of the month, and I also have the arc of the second book, and as I'm filming this, the book is already out, the second book. So we're gonna try to read this one and read the other one very, very soon because I hate it when I get an arc and I can't finish it before it releases because then I feel so bad. So we're gonna do that today. I have a few more books on my TBR, but honestly I don't know how they're gonna stick or if I'm going to read them. I also have some other things I have to do today, like film a video, and then I need to edit, of course, and then I also need to clean because last week I went on a trip and my room is now a disaster, so I need to clean today. So I'm planning on picking up an audiobook to fill that time, and I'm planning on picking up Throne of Glass. I'm not finished with A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm gonna pick up Throne of Glass. I wanted to forever, and I do want to of course finish A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I love that series. I've only read 2 of the books. I just really have the itch to pick up Throne of Glass, so that's also one of the plans that I definitely want to get to today. I'm probably not gonna finish Throne of Glass, but we're gonna try. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to continue reading. I'm gonna start One Dark Window. I have started it a little bit and it's already really interesting. It like started and we were like right into it. Yeah, so let's get reading. Alright guys, so sprints just ended, so I think I'm gonna call it good on One Dark Window for right now. I got up to page 44. It's pretty good so far, I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested. When I normally read books, I feel as though I'm always more interested in the romance than in like the actual plot. This book, I don't know what it is about this plot, but I'm interested. I want to know more about this plague. Oh, I didn't really even tell you guys what this is about, so let's do that. So One Dark Window is about a girl named Elspeth. She got this plague when she was younger, and pretty much this plague is pretty gnarly. It can give you like magical powers. So she got the plague when she was younger, and she thought she never got any magical powers up until one day after her fever from the plague had broke. She touched one of these 12 cards and she touched the nightmare card. She pretty much took the nightmare card's magic and like absorbed it, and now the nightmare spirit is in her head and talks to her and can take over her body, which is really interesting. Also, there's this plague, like I said, and they're trying to cure it because around this kingdom there's like a big mist, and they're trying to get rid of this mist, and they're trying to cure the plague. And the way that they do that is there has to be 12 of these cards united to cure the plague, and that's kind of where I'm at, and that's kind of all I know right now. It's really interesting so far, and I'm really enjoying it. So I think for now though, because I do have a few things that I'm gonna try to do. Now it's 1:07 currently, and while I'm cleaning I am going to listen to an audiobook. I really want to listen to Throne of Glass because I am so interested in Throne of Glass. We'll see what we decide. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning and pick out an audiobook.
Bloomsbury presents Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas.
Alrighty, hello everybody. So it is quite a bit later. It's a lot later than I wanted it to be, but it is now almost 8 o'clock. I'm still currently reading One Dark Window. I have been cleaning. Oh, and I also read Throne of Glass. I could give you guys some updates on Throne of Glass. I have been listening to Throne of Glass on audio, and so far so good. I am quite enjoying it. I'm on chapter 10. I've got about 7 hours left in this audiobook, and so far so good. It's really slow. Like, getting into it, it's kind of slow. Not much has happened. So if you guys don't know what Throne of Glass is about, I can tell you. Throne of Glass is about a girl named Selena. I think that's how you say her name. And she is an assassin, but she was arrested for being an assassin. One day she's approached by a prince, and the prince is like, you can no longer be a prisoner in like 5 years if you come and you be the king's assassin. So she was like, no thank you. But then he was like, okay, you want to stay a prisoner forever? And she was like, okay, I'll do it. You mean if you can do it in 3. So far I am enjoying it because Selena is a really funny character. She's got an attitude and it's so funny. I do really enjoy the Throne of Glass audiobook. Am I gonna finish it in this vlog? Probably not, but I am enjoying it. And also I am enjoying One Dark Window as well. I've got about 30% of the way through One Dark Window, but I was listening to Throne of Glass for most of the day today. So do we count this as a successful 24-hour readathon? Maybe. So we may switch it up and we may read Unfamiliar in a little while, but I know I do want to make some more progress in One Dark Window. I did switch to my Kindle. This book is not uncomfortable to read, but I feel like I'm reading so much faster if I'm reading on my Kindle, so that's what we doing. So let's continue reading. Oh, we need the computer open for this one. It is a few hours later, an hour later. I don't know when I last updated. I am officially halfway through One Dark Window. I definitely think I can finish this tonight. I'm on chapter 19, page 203. And there's 392 pages left. So I have about 200 pages left, a little less than 200 pages. But I definitely think that I can get through this tonight. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. I am still reading it on my Kindle. I am very much so enjoying reading it on my Kindle. I do really like this book so far. Do I think it's going to be a 5-star? I don't think so. But do I love it so far? Yes. And do I think that it is going to be, if not a 5-star, a very high 4-star? Yes. Am I excited to continue it? Yes. With that being said, I am going to finish One Dark Window. You guys may hear from me again in the morning because I may not film anything else tonight. So with that being said, let's get back into One Dark Window. And I will see you guys in the morning.
A moment on a train, almost at the downtown stop.
Alright everybody, so I am here to wrap up the readathon. It's quite a few days later. I did manage to pick up 3 books in the readathon, and I wanted to wrap those up for you guys. But first I wanted to say a huge thank you to Katie for hosting such a fun readathon. If you guys don't follow Katie, what are you doing? You guys should definitely go follow her. I'll put her link in the description. You guys should go check her out, and also check out her Patreon. That's how we did this little readathon. And if you guys would like to see more little 24-hour readathons from me, I would be so down to do them. So let's get into the books that I read. The first book of the readathon that I read was Garlic and the Vampire. This is a little graphic novel that I did to kick off the readathon, and it was so cute and fun. Basically, we follow Garlic. All of them are vegetables pretty much, except for a witch and a vampire. So one day they see in the distance a castle. This castle, for the most part, has been kind of left alone and no one's lived there, but a long time ago vampires live there. They see smoke coming from this place. Everybody volunteers Garlic to go check out that place and see if there is actually a vampire living there. And if there is a vampire living there, Garlic needs to get rid of the vampire. So Garlic also is very anxiety ridden. So she is at first like, no thank you, I don't want to do it. But she does end up going, and that's kind of where the story goes. It's a very cute, very easy graphic novel for the fall time. So if you guys are looking for something fun to pick up this fall, I highly recommend that you pick up Garlic and the Vampire. The next book was actually an audiobook that you guys seen me pick up, and that was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Throne of Glass has been on my radar for a very long time. I have been interested in since I started the ACOTAR series, so I did finally decide to pick it up. Now, I didn't finish Throne of Glass. I got to chapter 10 on the audiobook. I am planning on continuing it very soon. I really did enjoy it, and I think that it was so fun and such a fun read. So Throne of Glass follows a assassin named Selena, and Selena is imprisoned because she is an assassin, but she is offered to get freedom if she participates in this Hunger Games-esque thing with other assassins, and she has to pretty much become the king's champion and win this Hunger Games like challenge. So really interesting so far. I cannot wait to see where this story goes. And then we have the very last book of the readathon, and that is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. This was Katie's Patreon book club pick of the month, so of course I had to read it during the readathon. So this book is actually a book that I finished. So I finished Garlic and the Vampire in this book. This book was so good. I really did enjoy it, and I'm gonna give more information in my wrap up that's coming at the beginning of November. But I did really enjoy this book, and I cannot wait to pick up the second one. The ending was so wild. So pretty much this follows a girl named Elspeth. and Elspeth lives in this world that has like a plague in it, and pretty much if you get the plague, it can give you magical powers if you survive. Elspeth got the plague when she was a little kid, and she thought that she did not have any magical powers, but one day she touches one of these cards that are a big part of the magic system, and she pretty much pulls out the nightmare from one of the cards, and the nightmare lives in her head now. She calls it the nightmare, and it like protects her and can like take over her body and like fight for her if she asks it to. There's also a love story in here. I really liked Raven, who is the love interest. I like the magic system. I like the plot of the story. I highly recommend that you guys pick this book up this fall. It is eerie but not scary, but it's got the gothic eerie vibes. I cannot wait to pick up the second book. With that being said, that is all of the books that I read for the readathon. I wanted to read more, but honestly I had so much going on that day that I only could really read when Katie was doing her sprints, and then I could read that night, and that's when I finished One Dark Window. Next readathon I will definitely try to dedicate more time to reading, because I definitely think that I could have finished Throne of Glass and One Dark Window and maybe even another book. That's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had such a fun time filming this video and participating in the readathon with Katie. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. Comment down below how your October is going. What books are you guys reading right now? As I'm filming this, Vampathon starts tomorrow. I'm so excited. This is my first year participating in Vampathon. This year I am. I'm so excited. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe and tap that post notification bell. I do have some fun videos planned for the rest of the month, and I'm also starting my videos for November, so make sure you guys keep those post notifications on. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.